Good morning, students. Myself Ashish Kumar. As we are going through our chapter data handling, and we have discussed the two exercises, that is exercise 10.1 and 10.2. Okay. Now I am starting with our next exercise, that is exercise 10.3, in which the graphs are given and we have to give the statements only. Graph is given, and we seeing the graph, we give the information of the given data, that what he wants to explain or what he wants to say, by which we can give the answer of that question. Question number 1 says, read the following graphs and answer the questions that follows. Name the month which is the least cars was manufactured. Least cars was manufactured in, I think it's May. As we can see that the graph, as we can see from the graph, in May the graph is on lowest peak. Lowest peak, that is on limited, lowest peak. Therefore, the maximum number of leased car, we can say, that is manufactured in the month of May. How many less cars were manufactured in the month of March than in the month of June? As we can see that in the month of June the number of cars are 600, and in the month of March the cars are 400. So by subtracting the number of cars in June by number of cars in March, we can get the number of cars that is manufactured total. Less car that is manufactured total in month of March in month of June. So 400 minus 600, we get 200. Therefore 200 less cars were manufactured in the month of March than in the month of June. What is the ratio of cars manufactured in the month of January to that of April? January to that of April, as we can see from the graph. Question number 1. As we can see from the graph, that in January the number of cars was manufactured was 300, and in the month of April the number of cars that is manufactured is, I think it's 500. So we get the ratio 300 upon 500. 300 upon 500, we get the ratio 300 upon 500, and 2 user cancels out, and we get 3 upon 5. Okay. Question number 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, all questions are same. We can easily do it. Just giving the graph has been given, and you have to just make the statement of that graph by seeing the question there. Okay. So you can do it easily. Now I'm going to our next exercise. That is exercise 10.4. Exercise 10.4. Exercise 10.4. Exercise 10.4. What does it say? It's very easy. We have to draw a bar graph. Bar graph is what I am explaining in the question. That is, what is bar graph? Okay. Question number 1. The number of mathematics books sold by a shopkeeper on 6 consecutive days is given below. So number of books sold is, I think we should take the table. I think 10, 20. We should give like 10, 20. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Maximum is 60 and 70. Okay, and 70. Okay, so on the number of books sold on Monday is 50. So we get this graph is 50. Number of books sold. So we write here, we can write x-axis also, or we can write, this is x-axis, this is y-axis. We can write on the box also, or we can write on the inside the box. Okay. Now next one is 35. That is 35. Now the next one is on Wednesday is 40. On Wednesday it is 40. On Thursday it is 70. On Thursday it is 70. Okay. On Friday it is 60. On Friday it is 60. On Saturday it is 65. Like this we have to draw the graphs. Okay, simply you have to draw the graph like this. We take days here, we have taken the days here, so we can just write it here days, and the number of books sold here. So number of books sold will be put here. Okay, like this we have to do the questions. Number of books sold is here and there is here. Tuesday, this is Wednesday, this is Thursday, this is Friday, and that is Saturday. The 6 days are given in the following data. Saturday. Okay, students, like this we will draw the graph. It's very easy. So question number 1 I have told you. Now question number B, C you can do it yourself, and question number 2 you can do it yourself because it's just given that draw bar graph and how many students have more than 160 centimeter. So what you will have to do, I am explaining question number 2. Okay, question number 2. I am explaining question number 2. What does question number 2 say? Question number 2.
आपने सीट को रिप्लेस किया था? आपने सीट को रिप्लेस करी थी अभी?
Seat.
As it is.
So the height of 50 students of class 6 in the given are as follows. So we have to draw the height is given, number of students are given. What we have to do? Draw a bar graph. Height of 50 students has been given. What we have to do? We take the height. We take the height here and like here. Okay, height will be here, and height will be there, and the number of students will be here. So height is given 145, 150, 155, 160, 165. Draw a graph paper. Draw these graphs. Draw. Always use graph papers to draw these graphs. Drawing graph paper. Okay? Always draw in graph paper. Always. Never do in your notebook these questions because it requires a number of scales. Okay? So height variable number of students will be 6. So number of students will be 6. So we take the table like 2. 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 2 3 is 6, 2 4 is 8, 2 5 is 10, 2 6 is 12, 2 7 is 14, 2 7 is 14, like last. 2 7 is 14, and we get I think 16 here. Okay? So in height variable number of students will be 6. Number of students will be 6. So we take 6. Now for 150 pay it's 10. 150 pay it's 10. Now 155 pay it's 15. 15 will become here. 15. Next one 12 on 160. 12. Next one 165 on 7. 7 is in between 6 and 8. So we will take here. Okay. Now the question has been asked that how many students have their height more than 160 centimeter? How many students have height more than 160 centimeter? Only one student I think. How many students have height more than 160 centimeter? Only one. What fraction of total students have height more than 55? More than 55 and the total strength. Total strength has been given 50. Total strength has been given 50 and more than height more than 155 centimeter number of students. So more than 55 is 12 plus 7 that is 19. 19 students. 19 students. Number of students. So we get what? So we have to have a fraction. 19 upon total number of students will be 50. So the fraction of students of total strength have height more than 155 centimeter will be 19 upon 50. In this way we have done this question. Question number 3 is simple as we have done in we have done question number 1. So you can do it yourself. So students, we have completed this chapter also with our last exercise, that is exercise 10.4. Today I will upload the web link contents videos related to this chapter so you can easily understand from them. So till then, complete all your work and pending work, and we will reach to our last exercise, last chapter of annual examination, which we will discuss in our next video. Till then, complete your work. If any question, queries, concern to the relation questions, then you can ask. Thank you, students.